Hey guys, Nancy Faye here, Modern Day Pilgrim. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. Well, I am. And guess what? You're going to have a better day too, because I'm going to give you some tips on how to camp in your van clutter-free. How exciting is that? Tip number 1. Think about the space that you're going to be living in for the next week. How big is it? And do you want to live in that space comfortably? Or do you want your stuff to live comfortably in your space? Think about that for a minute. Yeah. No. I need space. I need space for me to be comfortable and I'm not here to house my stuff. I am here to house me. So that's tip number 1. House yourself, not your stuff. All right. Well, what does that mean exactly? Whatever space that you have to think, how do I want to live in that space? Well, for me, I want a bed, a comfortable bed, preferably a bed off the ground. So underneath that bed, I can store all my stuff out of the way. So that's tip number 2. Get a cot that is elevated off the ground so you can store your stuff underneath it. Right, because it keeps everything out of the way. I know there's low profile beds. Those are cool too. And I know people like their beds on the ground, and that's cool too. So for anybody who has a bed on the ground, I'm good with that too. That's great. I think everybody can have their own van camping experience however they feel comfortable. This is just for Nancy Faye here, the Modern Day Pilgrim. Modern Day Pilgrims only bring what they need, because that's how you do it. You bring what you need and leave the rest at home. I live in a house. I have everything I need. I don't want all that in this van. I just want me, myself, and me and my little bit of stuff I need to have a good time. So I need an elevated bed. I have a Coleman Comfort Smart cot, 15 inches off the ground. Everything goes under it that I don't need out daily. My clothing organizer, which I told you that's a travel trunk organizer, and it has compartments in it. I'll do a video on that actually. That's the best thing. That's one of my better purchases. Tip number 3. Think very clearly on your food situation and how much food do you actually need to get by for those days. Because I remember when I was tent camping and I actually had a little bit more space. Obviously, I had a different car, a whole different setup, because you're out of your vehicle and you have this tent, and then you can use your car. Look what that just gave me a heart attack. My window covering just fell off and scared me. 1 minute, please. I'll be right back. That's what happens when you don't put the suction cups on those sometimes. Whoops. My bad. Anyhow, where was I? Oh, food. Right. Here we go. So what are you bringing? I know when I was a tent camper, holy cats, I could bring a lot more than I normally needed. And I was bringing my son back then, who I thought had to have all this stuff. Guess what? He never ate any of that stuff. What the heck? I was just being overkill mom. What the world was I thinking? Brought all that stuff home. Silly. So think about your food situation on the road. For me, when I'm gone a week, I think about exactly what I will be eating for that week. And I bring what I'm going to be eating. And I don't bring any more. I don't bring gads and gads of food. I'll give you an example of a trip I took. I was gone for a week, and how that worked out for me and what I brought. Because it was kind of a test for me too. So what I ended up bringing, brought 1 pack of really good all-beef hot dogs, the old uncured and all that jazz, those kind. Wraps that I was wrapping them in. A quart jar of oatmeal, a little bit of butter to cook with, a small amount of almond milk, those tiny little guys, I think it's a pint of heavy whipping cream, 1 pack of chicken sausages, 2 onions, 2 green peppers, and cauliflower straws. They're like this snack. They're good. They're really good. Oh, a bag of pistachios, 6 yogurts, a pack of strawberries, a pack of blueberries, chicken sausages, a small mustard, a small ketchup, 4 green apples to eat with my almond butter. And I think that was it. I didn't have much, because you don't really need much. So don't overthink the food situation. So food, don't overpack it. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Tip number 4. Put your stuff away. Put your stuff away. I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference. If you put all your stuff away, every time you get something out, you will have such a nice space to live in, because again, you don't have a lot of space in here. So everything has to stay in its home when you're done using it. Tip number 5. While you're on your adventures, make mental notes of the things that are working for you and the things that are not working for you. Things that you love that you brought on your adventure and things that you are thinking, why the heck did I bring this thing? Get rid of that thing. Yeah, don't even bring it next time. Because the idea is to get rid of things that you're not going to use and replace them with things that you will use. But again, what you need, right? Because we don't want to become cluttery. But making mental notes and tweaking the plan for every adventure is a great way to continually make your van camping experience better. I hope this video was helpful to somebody out there in van camping land. I really enjoyed making it for you. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. Everything I learn, I like to share with you, and in turn, you can share with your friends. So it's a win-win. Anyhow, you guys have a great night. I will catch up with you later. Until next time.